Welcome to Mornings with Patty. I am reading from The Language of Letting Go today, August 14th, and it's about how to own your own power. Many of us have someone in our life who challenges our ability to trust and care for ourselves. When we hear that person's voice or are in his or her presence, we may forget all we know about what is real, about how to own our own power, about how to be direct, about what we know and believe to be true, about how important we are. We give up our power to that person. The child within us gets hooked with a mixture of powerful feelings of love, fear, or anger. We may feel trapped, helpless, or so attracted that we can't think straight. There may be a powerful tug of war going between feelings of anger and our need to be loved and accepted, or between our head and our heart. And we may be so enamored or intimidated that we revert to our belief that we can't react or respond to this person any differently. We allow ourselves to get hooked. We don't have to stay under a spell, however. We start by becoming aware of the people who hook us and then accepting that. We can force ourselves through the motions of reacting differently to that person, even if that new reaction is awkward and uncomfortable. Search out our motivations. Are we somehow trying to control or influence the other person? We cannot change the other person, but we can stop playing our part of the game. One good way to do this is by detaching and letting go of any need to control them or the situation. The next step is learning to own our power, to take care of ourselves, to be who we are, free from their influence. We can learn to own our power with difficult people. It may not happen overnight, but we can begin today to change our self-defeating behaviors and reactions to the people who we have allowed to hook us. God, help me identify the relationships where I have forfeited my power and help me unhook and begin owning my power. My whole life I have done that. And I'm just getting better and better at identifying those hooks of my need to be loved, my need to be accepted, my need to fit in, my need to control, my need to be loved. It just goes on and on. And what I will sacrifice, my values, oh my God, every part of me just so that I will be loved by somebody. The good news is I've only gotten down to 3 people right now. And those 3 people and environments are just not loving to me. And I watch myself and how I will contort myself and accept and behave, and so afraid to speak up because I don't want to lose their love or respect. And it's so unloving to me. So let's review what this reading said. First of all, we have to accept that we allow people to hook us. And we have to identify those people. Then the next thing we have to do is find a way to respond differently, to come into that environment and own who we really are. And sometimes it's awkward, but just really be okay with it. And the third thing that we have to do is look at our motivations. Why are we doing this? Typically, it's out of fear. Our fear of abandonment, our fear of authority figures, our fear of not belonging. All those fears will automatically put you into a place of going back to your inner child and reacting like a little kid again. And then what we have to do is determine what we're going to do to detach, to let go. And sometimes it's a drastic letting go, like I will not be in an unloving environment anymore because I don't know how to do it any other way. And it's okay if that's the way I have to do it. And then the next part is just learning how to own our power and become aware of those times in our lives where if there is a reaction inside of me, I have to take a step back and I have to be okay with letting it go and let them be who they are. But this is the way it is for me. If I can't show up in love, if I cannot show up in the way that works for me, I don't show up. If this is helpful to you, please subscribe below, like, follow, even comment, and then maybe share it with somebody who may benefit from this. I love you.